Dartbommel 2024, de laatste stop in het internationale tourschema van Comic Talk NL. Er komen misschien nog wat andere, maar niet in het buitenland. De perskaart is binnen en we nemen je mee in een van de leukste, misschien wel de leukste Comic Con, of het is eigenlijk een festival ter wereld. Ga je mee? En iedereen mag naar binnen. Woe! Het gaat hier trouwens een stuk georderder dan dat het in New York gaat. Maar al die fanatieke gezichtjes, snel naar binnen. Maar dat kan ik ook wel begrijpen, want dat ga ik nu ook doen. So you expecting a good con?
I hope so.
Got a lot of stuff with you.
Oh yeah. Well, the Enfield trade got reprinted, and I hadn't sold any yet because I hadn't had a show since it came out. And they sent me 100 copies, and then they sent me another 100 copies when it got reprinted. So I have boxes and boxes of them.
So everybody who's here buy the Enfield Gang Massacre.
Yeah.
Is ook een exhibitie, een tentoonstelling van niemand minder dan de late great Stephen Dillon. En er zitten echt zulke verschrikkelijke mooie tekeningen zitten erbij. Steve Dillon is het meest bekend natuurlijk door Preacher, maar hij heeft een hele hoop voor Judge Dredd heeft hij gedaan. 2000 AD. Een plaatje van de Hulk tegen de Thing die ik ook nog nooit had gezien met Mr. Fantastic en ja, de hele Fantastic Four erachter. Allemaal originele pagina's. Die gast is echt een grootmeester. En dan komen we waar een hele hoop mensen bekend is van is geworden. Hellblazer. 2 onwijs toffe pagina's. Hoe Dillon met zwart en wit omging. Oh. Tommy Monaghan uit Hitman. En in Spider-Man was hij ook flink bezig. Punisher deed hij vooral. En dan nu de nitty-gritty. Originele pagina van Preacher nummer 1. Hoe freaking awesome is dit? Dit is redelijk fantastisch, hoor. Ja, een van mijn mooiste pagina's van Preacher. Het is nooit een pagina geweest overigens, maar een publicity stil. En dan ook nog andere dingen. T-shirts, originele pagina's, Hellblazer dingen. Echt helemaal te gek. We zijn hier met Juni Ba en hij is een hele mooie transformer voor mij daar aan het tekenen. Juni, what's your inspiration?
Oh boy. I mean that's a like large question. It really depends. I like watching movies, I suppose. Like I'm watching Arcane right now and it's giving me a lot of like I want to start painting for some reason because of the look of the show. Then one thing I love to do right now is sort of going back into everything that has to do with independence time African writing. So I'm reading Chinua Achebe right now, just to sort of get an idea of Things Fall Apart was his first book, and it's like the best representation of how to write about a misrepresented or underrepresented group in a way that just makes them extremely human. And I'm just a big fan of the way that he did it. Like it's become a bit of a master class for myself, like how to write my stories.
And you're from Senegal?
Yeah.
You're probably the only artist from Senegal, or are there more comic book artists?
There's Issa, who I met recently, who still lives in Senegal, and the idea is that I want to try and link up with other people from there, sort of try and figure out if, I don't know, something can be done just as a group or something.
They made a great book about Brazilian talent a couple of weeks ago. It came out like all unknown Brazilian talent. Maybe you should do a book like that for all the people.
Like the best thing I could do, like my most tempting would be what's it called? Gorée Island in Senegal has like a history as the place where colonial power took the slaves and put them there for a while before sending them to the Americas. And I just think there's a great potential for like a ghost story around it. And if no one makes it, I'm gonna make it. Like I don't know, there's something to be done, I think, about like the concepts of memory and being stripped away from where you should have had your life and dying before you get to do that, and then centuries later your descendants have managed to like get away from the colonial power. And so it would not even be like a ghost story with a ghost with regrets. It would be more a ghost about it would be a ghost with satisfaction instead of sadness, I guess. Anyway, we'll see.
I can understand. But then again, you also do stuff like Boy Wonder, which was a big success. Are you going to continue with it?
No!
Got something superhero-y on the way?
So the idea is everything I do, I try to make sure it has an ending.
Yeah.
So I don't want to do a sequel or anything with Boy Wonder because the story just works the way that it is. That's how it should be. But we've already talked with DC, with Black Label specifically, about like very hypothetical doing something else. And the editor I made Boy Wonder with wants to work together again. So yeah. For me, like I would be very happy working on something else for DC. I just need to figure out what that would be, and I haven't yet. Like Boy Wonder exists because I wanted to do a story about the themes of like I wanted the themes of family and insecurities and all that stuff, and I'm just using Damien and the rest to tell that story. So it's going to be the same for the others. Like if you tell me we want to do a book about, I don't know, Superman or something, I probably will not say yes. Because
you need to be more challenged.
Yeah, I mean, like it's not so much about the character; it's about the story I can tell with that character. So we'll see.
Thank you. Dingen die je tegenkomt op Comic-Cons. Dit is King Legacy en dat is een boekje over Elvis. Maar wie kan het beter vertellen als one of the creators? Now we'll talk about it. Hey, how are you doing?
I'm not too bad, how are you?
Very good. Tell me who you are and what you're doing here.
So we're Green Crayon Comics, we're selling King Legacy and Hank and Brian.
And King Legacy, it's about the king.
The King Legacy is definitely about the king. It's all about the king.
What's it about?
So, imagine a world where the king of rock and roll...
You have to do the voice. Imagine a world.
That's it, where the king was actually abducted by aliens.
Which he was, actually.
Exactly that. So this is the story about that.
It's fact.
It's fact. So yeah, he gets abducted by aliens. There's time travel involved in it. There's obviously an intergalactical battle. There's a janitor. There's literally anything you want in a story.
And how can people get in touch with you when you're from the Netherlands? You
So-
say, hey dude, I want that. Are you on Instagram or?
We're on Instagram, yeah. So on the back of the comic, we've got an Instagram. It's King Legacy Comic.
So give them a follow.
Yeah, you should definitely give us a follow.
And if you want to know what this guy is doing, how are you doing?
Doing okay. Yeah, trying to get this finished as quickly as possible.
Well, thank you guys. Good luck at the con.
Thank you so much.
Matt Murdock probably having sex. That's such a slut. Sorry, there are children here. I'm sorry. I should have to be a little careful about how I describe Matt Murdock.
That's pretty accurate. I've actually got a question about Matt Murdock pouring himself out. We'll get to that now. What's the funniest or weirdest fan theory that you've ever heard?
Man, theory. Well, I mean, I shouldn't say this from a room of fans, but I don't listen to the fans. Like, I'm so offline. Like, this is kind of my only actual interaction with the readers, and nobody really gives me their weird theories in person.
Okay.
Thank God.
So essentially, we don't matter.
Brian Michael Bendis thought that for a while that I was Matt Fraction. Like, he refused to believe I was real. Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
How many gets and shoot shots? Awesome. So who we got here? Who are you dressed up?
Jinx.
Jinx. What's in the cannon?
Bomb.
Alright, okay, so it's not going to go off today, is it?
Maybe.
Maybe, okay, I'll take that. Have you got anything prepared for us? No. Right, please make some noise for Melody! Just go for it. Mate, just go for each other. We want blood. No, we don't. That's all. Hey! Oh, come on! Do a barrel roll! Here we go. Awesome. That was brilliant. Guys, can we make some noise for Daisy and Emily, please? Awesome. Brilliant.
I would say my big piece of all of that is correct. And my big piece of advice is do not be precious about ideas. Do not save your good idea for later. Do not, if like this is the thing I always see in terms of someone who wants to write an epic, like a long thing. The actual, like if they started writing that as a monthly comic, the thing they're excited about writing is going to happen in issue 30. And it's just like, write issue 30. Like, start right now with issue 30. It is just like, take the piece that you are most excited by, that is most reflective of your like current passions and current emotions, and like lean in. And don't be afraid that you won't have an idea tomorrow, because that's not how it works. Like, the idea is just like, is such a small part of the actual craft of doing this. And it's just like, take your good idea and then use it to experiment on storytelling and like writing, and how to, like, and how you want to tell a story. The other thing that I think is absolutely crucial is you have to put yourself in the way. Do not hide, like, don't like try to write for somebody, like some like abstract audience. You're writing for yourself. You are your own first audience. Like, you have to like lean into this, like write the comic that you would want to read. Like, because if you're not doing that, then why do comics? And then, you know, and then similarly to that, it's just like, don't limit yourself. Like, there's a kind of like self-policing that I think happens in terms of like marketability and things like that. People are trying to like tell a story that might fit into a box that then might get an editor's interest and all of that. But the thing that gets an editor's interest is just like, is someone having a very interesting perspective or a way of telling a story. So it is just like, tell the story you most want to tell, that is the most personal to you, and tell it now. Like,
Chad! You're the only, next to Dennis, there are two people who are here from the Netherlands.
Oh, and Jeroen Funke too.
Oh, I didn't see him.
He's up in the middle row there, so there's like 3 of us.
It's 3 of us. There's somebody here also. There's 4 of us.
Yeah, maar ik ben de alleen echte Amsterdammer.
How you doing, man?
Yeah, life's good, man. Life's good. Great festival, good times, good people. You know how I go. Shout out on my comic talk NL motherfucking people. What up?
And it's how's business?
Good. Yeah. People like the Rio. I got a lot of people reeing up on the Rio. You know, shout out Juliette DeVitt. And yeah.
And how's Thought Bubble?
Oh, I love it. I'll be here every fucking year.
Yeah.
Like, no doubt. I love Thought Bubble.
So we see each other at least once a year, Chip?
At least once. Indeed. You don't know. You don't know.
Thank you, man.
Yeah.
Hi, my name is Henry Barajas. I'm the author and co-creator of La Voz de Mayo, Tato Rambo. It's about my great-grandfather, Ramon Jorge, who was a World War II veteran and a Chicano activist who helped one of the last Native American tribes gain federal recognition. I'm very happy that it's out here at Thought Bubble. I wrote it, Jay Gonzo drew it, Claire Napier edited it, and Bernardo Bryce lettered it. It's in comic book stores all around the world and on your favorite digital retailer.
Oh, the Jack Kirby Watchmen. Those movies are coming out. Yeah, I got to know.
So what's the strangest thing you ever was asked to draw?
Yeah. Oh God, the first show I did, I didn't really know what I was doing, and a guy came up to me, he's like, "Hey, could you draw me and my wife?" And it's just him. And I'm like, "Oh, what do you mean?" He's like, "Oh, it's our anniversary, and it's gonna be my gift to her." I'm like, "Do you have a photo?" He's like, "Yeah," and it was a photo that he took of a photo on a wall behind a frame with glass with like reflection on it, and it was a blurry black and white photo. I could barely make out their ethnicity. Like, it was horrible. And I tried to do it, and it was so bad. And I could see the disappointment on his face. I'm just like it was his anniversary that day. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, this is, your wife doesn't want this. Oh, it was so tragic. It was a tragic day in my life. Oh yes.
De artwork herken je als je een vaste luisteraar en kijker van Comic Talk bent. Daar is hij, hoor.
Hallo.
Dennis.
Hey, wederom.
Hey, ik kwam je gisteren tegen. Ik moest 3 keer kijken.
Hoezo?
Je haar los.
Ja.
Je leek wel een... hoe zullen we dat netjes zeggen? Zo. Volgens mij heeft hij ons een kind mee. Maar nu heb je pet op. Ja. Hoe was het Thoughtbubble?
Ja, heel goed. Ik heb alleen maar zitten tekenen, gewoon eigenlijk non-stop. Ja, ik ben nu even gestopt dan, maar ik moet eigenlijk ook zo weer verder. Thoughtbubble is echt... het is de tweede keer dat ik ben en elke keer ben ik alleen maar aan het tekenen. Dus,
maar je staat een stuk beter dan dat je vorig jaar stond, hè?
Ja, naar mijn idee wel. Wel, dus wel de tail end natuurlijk, dus het is wel het einde. Maar de tafel is gratis, ja.
Ja, en we nemen dit op zondag. Dus iedereen begint is een beetje aan het afwikkelen. Ja. Nog 2 uur, denk ik. Ja, nog 1,5 uur en dan is het zover. Leuke dingen meegemaakt?
Ja, gewoon mensen ontmoet die je niet elke dag ziet natuurlijk. Er zitten toch schrijvers en tekenaars die ik wel bewonder. En het is echt leuk aan het dat je echt gewoon kan toelopen, handen schudden, babbeltje maken.
En gisteravond een leuk feestje gehad?
Ja, natuurlijk. De Midcon party is legendarisch. Zelfs, ik was in Baltimore 2 maanden terug en zelfs daar weten ze van. Dus, ja.
Hey, wat staat er de komende maand voor je programma?
Little Nightmare is net aangekondigd, dus dat ben ik nu aan het afronden. Hello Darkness ga ik doen en nog wat dingen.
Spannende dingen dus.
Spannende dingen.
We horen het snel. Succes nog even het laatste 1,5 uur.
Ja.
Bol is niemand minder dan een vriend van de show en bekend uit C2E2, Dave Wachter. And his wife, sorry. Hi Dave, how you doing?
Hi, good. How you doing?
Very good. How's Thought Bubble treating you?
Oh, it's been going great. Yeah.
It's your really first time, right?
Yeah, first time at the show. It's a wonderful show. Yeah, everyone's been really nice. Everybody's been showing a lot of interest. It's been really busy. Yeah.
How does this differ to an American show?
This is more along the lines of what I would call more of like an indie show in America, where it's really concentrated just on comics. A lot of shows are pop culture shows with movies and TV and video games and all of that. This one's comics, and this is comics and people who make comics and people who are interested in comics, and that's what it's all about. So it's been really great. I really like it.
And you made something pretty cool for Jeroen 1, me, and Jeroen 2.
Yeah. Here we go.
Live reveal. Wow.
We did that one right there.
This one is for me or my colleague?
This is for your colleagues. Ooh. There you go.
And the big reveal of mine?
Yes, the big reveal of yours. Here
Drum
we go.
roll, please.
Here we go.
Wow.
There it is.
Really cool. Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah, you're very welcome.
But this tastes like more. We're going to see you next year here.
If we can. I hope so.
Otherwise, we'll probably see each other somewhere in America.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you so much.
All right, thank you.
That we're all alive this time next year.
That is a good way of putting it.
Ontelbare Comic-Cons en andere afspraken geeft niemand meer dan de Richardson hangt zijn tekengerij aan de wilgen. En hij is heel slecht bij stem, dus we komen hier. Mr. Richardson.
Don't ask me any questions because I have no voice.
No, but we're here to announce that before the end of the year you're gonna co-host a certain Dutch podcast, isn't it?
Yes, I am.
And
I have a voice by me.
I hope so. And then you can talk all about the Wise House and whatever. We're gonna miss you, bud.
Looking forward to it.
We're gonna miss you, bud. Looking forward to it.
I'm looking forward to you missing me.
Thank you, man. En dit is ook iets nieuws. Joe and his killer robot dad. Tell us about it, mate.
This is a comic called Joe and his killer robot dad. It's a publication that's based on the concept work of artist Mick McMahon. So Mick creates all the concepts for the characters, and then they are turned into 3D models, which are then rendered out in a comic book style, very simplified. And then Mick McMahon creates the thumbnail narrative for all the pages, which are then used in the same software used to create the comic.
Nice. And you do the whole shebang, like you have action figures,
yeah,
skateboard decks.
Yeah. That's one of the advantages of using the 3D software, is that it gives us an easier route to making little sort of bits of merchandise. These are just like prototypes, short runs sort of thing. And also animation as well. Hopefully we've done a little bit of animation with the character. So hopefully it means that we can do, we don't have that delay between making a comic, doing a little bit of animation, we try to do more social media now that we've finally got the process a bit more honed down.
Good luck, man.
Thank you very much.
Startbubble 2024, 2 dagen lang. Ik ben echt uitgeput. We werden net naar buiten gesweept. Zo verschrikkelijk veel mooie dingen gekocht. Leuke mensen ontmoet. Leuke gesprekken gehad. Interessante dingen gezien. Hele toffe panels geweest. Toffe game cosplay gezien. Als jij nog nooit bij Toortbabbel bent geweest, moet je er zeker een keer heen. Is dit het einde van deze video? Want straks in het hotel, het is hier best koud, ik heb alleen een t-shirt aan, ga ik laten zien wat ik allemaal gescoord heb. En dat is huge. Geen idee hoe ik het thuis krijg. Maar het was weer helemaal te gek. Sunday roast verder. Dat is heel erg lekker, heel erg Brits. Stoppen we Toortbabbel altijd officieel mee. Zou ik je nog even laten zien wat ik allemaal gekocht heb. Een Star Wars Empire Strikes Back miniboekje. Met tekeningen van Chris Askham, 34 van 50. Ziet er helemaal te gek uit. Ieder jaar koop ik het nieuwe diary comic book van Roger Langridge. Dat is de Muppet tekenaar. Ik vind het super grappig. Eindelijk kwam er weer van Adam Elsatz Boardman. De Illustrated History kwam er weer uit. De andere van film en van andere heb ik. Dit gaat over Urban Legends. Het is een soort grafisch designer. En hij maakt dit soort dingen. Hij maakt dus, het is geen comic, maar wel heel erg tof. Dit was de ontdekking van de con. Dit is Mark Jackson. En een Brit. En die heeft een hele toffe Magnum P.I. comic gemaakt. Humor. En hij maakte er ook nog een tekeningetje voor me bij. Dan heb ik deze vollaten. Dit is een officiële Traveling Man cover van Deepest Cut van Distillery. Er waren aardig wat mensen, zoals je ziet, waren aanwezig bij Toortbabbel. Heb ik vol laten kalken. Dan hebben we allemaal blank variants. Die doe ik even heel snel. Je ziet er een hele hoop Conans. Best wel oneerbiedig goed. Deze is een hele mooie. Deze is voor Jeroen 2. Ik ben hier super blij mee. En we hebben nog Something is Killing the Children. Meer daarover verder. Dan heb ik iets heel erg tofs. The Best of Classic Romance Comics in een slipcase. En dat is een heel vet boek. 20 pond op het einde van de con. En hij was 60 toen alles begon. Dit zijn oude meidenstrips uit de Tina en dergelijke. Engelse jaren 60 dingen. Vind ik heel erg tof. We hebben de Treasury of British Comics. De Annual 2025. Nou, vaste luisteraars en kijkers weten hoe tof ik dit vind. Dit zijn oude en nieuwe verhalen. En nu voor de Piece de Resistance. Ik hoorde dat Emma Rios aanwezig was. En er was één retailer en die verkocht deze. Nou, ik denk, zal ik het kopen? Ik denk, weet je, ik doe het gewoon. Net heel leuk even gesproken met Emma. Super aardige mevrouw uit Spanje. En dit maakt ze er voor mij in. Ja, daar ben ik echt super luxe blij mee. En deze gaat natuurlijk op mijn... Ik moet even kijken hoe ik dit allemaal naar huis kan krijgen. Want ik heb nog veel meer gekocht. Maar dat waren allemaal... dit waren de belangrijkste dingen. Ik zou ook naar Toortbabbel gaan een keer.